A wise man once said that if you like a flower, you just pluck it. But if you love it, you water it. Seems like I haven't been that much of a terrible lover. I usually take pictures of them so I can at least keep them forever, even though the digital image can't match the sensation of the live interaction. Anyway, how does man relate with the flower? Does it serve any practical purpose in man's life? Doesn't seem so, but man can't resist admiring it, so maybe it does have a purpose. This means the man has to water the flower so that it can serve its purpose, and he should be tender because if he overpours, he will flood it. If he neglects it, it will dry up and die of thirst. It is only through him nurturing the flower that it becomes a part of his life, the sensational part of his life. On the other hand, the man could choose to pluck the flower and make it his, keep it in a vase and ruin its beauty, shortening its lifespan. Second choice is probably not sustainable in the ideal sense, but both scenarios stem from man's pure desire for the flower. Man has the responsibility to choose whether he becomes one with the flower or he tries to possess the flower. What brings people together? What keeps people together? Questions that plague society. And how ironic that with all this advancement, we still fail to answer life's basic questions. Is it maybe because we've lost touch with who we truly are? No wonder we have this trend of indoda must this, indoda must that, which is a tyrannical attempt at setting ridiculous standards for men. Not forgetting the popular red pill religion of men, generalizing the standard of suitable women, usually bordering on women being shy, submissive without question, not suitable for positions of authority. Regardless of this, what really appeals to people will always be the same at the root level. At first, there's the attraction that entices one to draw closer to that particular person. It's usually the man who has to take initiative, and I think nature said it like that so that the guy can effectively communicate that he is bold in going for what he wants. A good impression, even sexually appealing to girls, which is the whole point of intimate engagement. That's why the passive shy guy might be cute, but if his presence is never felt, he never gets the girl. Physical beauty is what we see at first. No wonder everyone tries their best to look good when they go to any social setting. Yeah, I get the girls who claim to look good for themselves. They wear revealing outfits because why not? But you've got to understand that you exist with others, and you can't control the fact that if you are appealing, you'll be approached. So don't pretend like you did it for yourself just because you feel like it will compromise your value and your Miss Independent Woman status. The physical beauty is the magnet, which is crucial, but it's not what holds people intact. And instinctively, a lot of people know that in most cases, the girl who loudly projects herself on everyone gets the attention, but lacks substance and is just good for the moment. Just a common shiny object that quickly fades away. Ooh, it's not a diamond, it's just a nose ring. Shame, hey? So much for thinking that foundation on your face would find you someone to build with. But let's not generalize. You'll be shocked upon realizing that even the good girl, who seems reserved, is probably using that as a shield against her true self and just wants to project a false mystery when in reality she's hollow and just wants to be filled up while she doesn't give herself to the relationship. How come you never tell me anything about yourself? I'm just shy. I love hearing you talk about yourself. Keep posting them Bible verses, girl. You need the salvation. The girls also have to be observant with the guys that approach them. At that first encounter, every girl hopes to be swept off their feet, so it seems good for a guy to shift the focus to them. But sometimes it's because he's avoiding exposing himself, and that's a huge red flag because his pure motive would be to manipulate the girl. The cold and detached manipulation, where he overwhelmingly obsesses over her long enough, then shifts the tide, and the girl becomes the object of desire he gets to keep for himself without really giving much back. He can always dwell on the few favors as collateral in case his position is threatened. You can't be saying that about me after everything I did for you. Such a man undermines his purpose to the point of clinging onto a girl. He can't be responsible enough to sustain a genuine relationship. But all this doesn't matter when everything is just vibes. There are so many different love languages out there, and some of the worst qualities people display can be interpreted as an expression of love for as long as it is convenient. Some call that moment of attraction a spiritual connection. You know, I always felt like we were meant to be from the moment I laid my eyes on you. Maybe it does happen that we pick up each other's energies, so in reality we don't logically pick out who looks best, but define the one we certainly love as the best. Yeah, that means one has to be spiritually fortified before deciding to look for someone to love. You don't want to pick up the wrong energy. I've had my fair share of girls with a compromised upbringing, and I wonder why the pattern has always been consistent. Do I have that father figure complex? I don't know, but it's cool if you call me Zari. And remember, this is not relationship advice. I'm simply telling a story, and even if you don't agree with it, the story keeps going. Catch you on the next chapter. This is the Beerhall Address with Leshub.